Hi, today I'm going to show you how to use Java Swing to create an app, simple app. But in this video, I'll be covering only the components that can be used in Java Swing, and that too very few components can be shown in this video. So let's have a quick look at this. This is my Java Swing. I have created a window frame here, and on the frame I have put one welcome to Java Swing. This is a label, this is a text area, this is a button that I placed here, this is a label again, and this is a text field, and this is exit button. Now when I run this program here, it opens up as a window. It opens as a window here, and as you can see, window has the minimize, maximize, close button, and it has a press this button, welcome to Java Swing, the text area where you can type the text, and here is a text field where you can also enter text, and here is the label which says enter your name. So whatever that you want to enter, you can enter here. And after this application is done, when I want to exit this application, I click on the button here. When I click on this button, it has closed my application, and I have now come back to the design mode of my application. So I'm just going to show you how to use these components in today's video, and later on in the next video I'm going to show you a few coding examples here for the buttons. So to start a Java Swing, we click on File, New Project. I want to start a Java application program, which is what we are going to develop, and I want to call this as my third application, APPLN, my third application, and it's going to store in this directory here. That's fine, and I don't want a main class, so I have not ticked the option. I click on OK here. Now in this program, what it does is, when you have this application here, it says my third application. In the project window here, you will find that it has created a new project. When you click on this plus sign here, it will show you the source package. When you click on the source package, you will find that there is default package, but there is no other class, Java class there. So right click on this and say this time new. Instead of saying Java class, you are going to say JFrame form. When you say JFrame form, we are using the Swing object here. So I'm going to say this is my home screen that I'm creating right now. So I'll call this class name as home, and I click on finish here. So what it does is, it gives me a blank frame here where I can add the components to my JFrame. So this is called JFrame, and on JFrame I can drag and put all the elements that I want on this frame here. Now when I run this program right now, what it does is, do you want to run the home? Yes, click on OK, and you will find that it is going to give me a frame, a window which has nothing on it, and it is also, as you can see here, it has placed the window in the corner of the screen, but I want this particular window to appear in the center. So let us see how to design all these things in Java Swing. So what I do is, I go to this frame, and each and every component that we are going to use today will have its own properties attached to it. So we are going to see how to access the property sheet here. So right click anywhere on this JFrame, and you have the last option here, which is properties, and in the properties you have got the code here. When you click on properties, when you go to code here, and here you can say generate center. That's where you want the window to appear when it runs the program. So right now we are in the design mode. As you can see, this is the design mode. When I run it, it takes into the, it's like the slideshow design and slide in action. So that's what it is. It's playing. Right now my app is playing, and here now you can see the window has come in the center of the screen and not in the top right corner. So we have done that. Now you can also change the background color, all those things you can do that by going to the properties here. It has got background color, foreground color, and all those things. You can even change the font, what you want the font to be, all that. Now that is about JFrame, how to center it. Now what I will do is I am going to take a label box here, and usually when we do the projects, the app development, the first screen will have some label that's been displayed here. So let's say I want to add something here, welcome to my Java Swing class. So right click and say edit text, and here I'm going to say welcome to the Java Swing GUI app developer demo. Okay, this is what I want to display. But if I want to display it in a bigger font, remember this label I have taken, this label box can only accommodate single line of code, single line of text. So if I want to change the font size, I go to right click, properties, and here you have the Home 11, you change it to 18 or whatever the size that you want. So close, and right now the box size is too small, so we can extend the box size on the frame here. So the frame is able to take the, okay. So right now what we have done, right, let's run it and see what we have done so far. So here, welcome to Java Swing, and only one label box is there, and my JFrame window is appearing on my, when I run this show. Now what I want to do is I want to create a button here, and when I click on the button here, it should exit this application. So for that I right click here and say edit text. I want to put my own text on this, so I want to call it exit button, so I type exit here. Once again you can right click, go to properties, and you can change the font size, all that, to this button here. You can even give a border to it, border also. Right now it is empty border, you can click on the empty border, you can give a line border to it and click on OK here. You can specify the thickness of the line, let's make it 3, so I click OK here. So when I close it, you can see the exit button has a border here. Now what I want to do is I have designed the button here. Right now when I run this program, when I click on exit button, the application is not closing because I have to attach a code for it to execute. Only then the exit button will be in action. Right now we have only designed it, but we have not attached any code. So to attach a code, I close the application, I double click on this. When you double click, automatically it will take me to the source of this program. The source is a place where you can type the code. So here the command to close the application is, you have to type the word this dot dispose. When you type this, and it's a method, that is built-in method, you call the method, automatically Java Swing knows what it has to do when the exit button is pressed. If you see here, private void JButton1 action performed. That is, what is the action that it has to perform when the exit button is clicked? It is going to generate, it's going to trigger an event when the button is pressed, then it has to dispose of this application window. That's what we are saying. So this means this particular window, wherever the exit button is placed, on that particular window has to close. So we are disposing. That's all the code that you need to write for disposing the application window. So now you go back to the design here, source, design. You have two buttons here. So design is a place where you drag and put the components. Source is a place where you attach the code to it. Now if you come down and see here in the code, whatever the components that you have used on your JFrame, it's displayed here. You have JButton1, you have JLabel1, and you have the, which are all placed on what is called as the JFrame. So automatically it has mentioned here, public class home extends java.swing JFrame. This is a class which is going to be called when this particular design was prepared. Now when I run this program, I have the exit button here. When you click on the exit button, the application closes. That's a very simple one. Now if I want to use a text which has got multiple lines of text, then I use what is called as text area. So I drag it and put it here, and as you can see, you can edit this text box by right clicking on this and go to edit text, and you can type whatever that you want. So I'm going to say this is a multiple line text box which comes with a horizontal and vertical scroll bar. So that is the thing. Now if you want, you can increase the size of this frame, the text box. Okay, so this is for multiple lines of text. If you have, then you have to use text area and not label. Label is for single line and this is for multiple lines, because if you have multiple lines you also have to scroll down or up to see what you have typed there. So now let us run this program. Yeah, welcome to Java Swing. This is my label. I can't do anything when I'm running this program. I can't click and edit it, whereas text box will allow me to do whatever. If you want, you can add more to it and you can exit the program. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is how to use a text field. Text field is like your input box where you can ask the user to input something there. For example, I'm going to right click and edit the text, and I don't want any text here, so I'm going to just press enter here. So I want it to be blank, and I am also going to use a label box, and I'm going to say edit text, and I'm going to say enter, or I will just say username. Okay, I want them to enter their username in this box. Okay, username, I can change the font size, all that I've already shown you. Go to the properties and you can change the font size 14. Okay, close. Now text box is there, we can increase the size, all that. Now what happens, now you go back to your run mode again. See, the text box is there, username, it got displaced, I need to put it back, so I exit the application. Now my text box is here, label is somewhere, it's not a good design, so we need to put it here so that user knows where they have to enter what. So again, when I run it here, yeah, here I can type the name, I can exit this application, I can add more text to the text box, and I can only view the label box. Username is a label box, this is also a label box, which will not allow us to do any editing on this, but the text box and the text area box will allow me to do something, and buttons are mainly used for putting some action into it. So exit application. So I hope you have understood. In today's video we have only used Java Swing to add some components onto it. JFrame is the one which will allow us to create a window, and on the window we can add components on the JFrame window here. So when you run this program, it will open it in the form of a window where you can do some action with those components that you have placed. I hope you have understood this today's video. Thanks for watching.